was working in construction, and I left that to do e-commerce. And the numbers that I've done with the course was, I think, somewhere near like 400,000 euro by the third month.
How did you like the job and that you switched and thought like, okay, let me start with e-commerce and join the program of me and my brother?
With the job that I was doing, I was always planning for an escape.
So was it harder or maybe easier than expected? Was it exactly like what you expected before joining Millionaire Commerce?
By the first month, it was very slow startup, even though I was putting in minimum 12 hours. I had one night, I went on the Q&As and asked one of the coaches, and it's like, just keep testing. And actually that night I couldn't sleep because I was stressing. The next day, couldn't sleep not because I was stressed, because I had a ROAS of 10.
How long was this?
About 6 weeks. But I'm grateful for what's happened to me, and I've had nothing, so time to get something.
Hi guys, Ruben Onua here with a new interview for the Millionaire Commerce channel. I'm here with my man Sam from Australia. Can you give a brief introduction? Who are you? Where are you from? And what are you currently doing at the moment?
Yeah, so I'm from Sydney, Australia. 27 years old. Was working in construction, and I left that to do e-commerce, and it's done well. And yeah.
Yeah,
So
nice.
far, the numbers that I've done with the course was, I think, £320,000, which is like somewhere near like 400,000 euro by the third month. Yeah.
In the third month.
Yeah. By that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. In the third month, 400k pounds. It's
euros, 400,000 euros.
That's a lot, man. So before that, did you already had like e-commerce experience or zero?
Zero.
Yeah. So what was the reason you were like, okay, you did construction work? Maybe you can talk a bit about that. Like, what did you earn? How did you like the job, and that you switched and thought like, okay, let me start with e-commerce and join the program of me and my brother?
Well, for first, with the job that I was doing, I was always planning for an escape. So I was finding other avenues. I even hustled up and started like a construction labor hire business. That was very slow to grow. I did get some traction, but not enough to quit my job. So with my job, I'm just trying to convert in my head probably around 100,000 euro a year, which is not too bad. I don't know what's that like for in Europe.
It's good money. It's not bad.
But the labor hire, the hours that I put in, it was very hard. But obviously, it was just starting. But we came across, a friend of mine actually did, and he was actually more interested to do the coaching for himself, and but he was high net worth, and he didn't have the time for himself, and he was looking for other things. So I said, look, if you invest in the coaching and in this business venture, I'll quit my job now. I got money in the bank too, so I'll live off that. And I was meant to buy a brand new car, to be honest, but yeah. So I just.
So he was the one that pushes you to start. So he already had some good businesses and was interested in e-commerce. Yeah. So you guys partnered up and did it like sort of a 50-50. Okay, we are partners, but I will be the one that does the operations from scratch. I will learn everything.
The agreement was, after I paid him back for the original investment, he'd get 50% for 2 years. Something like that, because I don't want to be owned forever. So yeah. But now he's in on it as well, and we're just trying to,
that's nice. Great that you had somebody that gave you the opportunity, of course. But, But of course, he also needs to bring something next to that to the table in the next 2 years, because otherwise, 50% cut is still a big amount if you go on.
Yeah, we've renegotiated now because he's got a hands-on approach now. So yeah.
So how were the first months for you? Of course, you come from a complete different background, and then maybe it can be very overwhelming if you see, okay, I need to do ads, I need to do marketing, website building, team building. How did that go for you?
It was first of all stressful because um, I think uh, everything's got to happen overnight, and
Mm.
so by the first month it was a lot of it was very slow startup. Even though I was putting in 12-hour days and all this kind of stuff, and it was just minimum 12 hours minimum. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'd skip the gym, and that's unlike me, and I
Mm.
just dedicated myself to it. But I think I was thinking about the wrong things and how long it's going to take. And I thought I had one night I went on the Q and A's and asked one of the coaches, and he's like, just keep testing and keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And actually that night I couldn't sleep because I was stressing. I'm like, why haven't I found a winner yet? I go on the Discord and other people have found winners. And um, the next day, because it's when it's day over there, it's night for me. So the next day, just yeah, I couldn't sleep because not because I was stressed, because I had a Rolls of 10.
Mm.
So yeah. So
After
then
how long was this?
6 weeks in, yeah, about 6 weeks in, yeah,
It's
and then I've tested about like 70 or 80 products, and then it was like we changed to collections, and then probably by the eighth collection, I had just one collection go, and then another one go, and then another one go, and then I had four going, and yeah, it was
what do you think was the change that you, of course, you tested some products before. Of course, it's normally that it takes a while to find a winner. But what do you
well,
think made
I,
this product a winner?
I think so. This is where I get a bit confused still, because some single products that I tested uh, didn't sell, but
Mm.
when I had them in a collection, they were my top sellers. So even though I've tested that product in a collection, it pumps. So I think really warming up the pixel is another thing in its own, and uh, the where it needs to spend the money. So it
Yeah.
just warming up that pixel in the initial stages, and yeah, and I think uh, I had a few issues with track B at the start as
Mm.
well, so it wasn't actually tracking properly. So, but
But
eventually,
collection ads are good. I had like a few days ago also an interview, and he also had great success with collection ads, especially
yeah,
if you put, for example, a staffel deal or a bundle deal on this collection page, and you have like a clean collection page that comes across like a real brand, for example. It can be with women's fashion, men's fashion. It
yeah,
has like impact the same. We with Icon, we almost always run our main ads to collection pages of new collections of certain
yeah,
products, but only if we have like a real specific product with a lot of unique selling points about that product, then we run it to the product page. But a
yeah,
lot of the times we have video ads with like multiple products or outfits, and then we just run it to the best sellers page or sales page. That
yeah,
also works best for us.
yeah. And I'd also like to say, like, to people listening, that uh, after 3 months, uh, if when you hit those numbers, it doesn't mean it stops. All those long hours, you got to keep working hard, and uh, don't give up, pretty much. And you
Mm.
know, you'll see the reward, but you just got to keep going. Because personally, I had a unique, probably more unique journey than other people. With uh, I had the Australian bank account that I had froze
Mm.
because the bank thought it was suspicious that I had so much money coming in, and um, yeah,
Okay.
and yeah. So they had
You managed to fix that soon,
um,
or
yeah. Well, if I could recommend to anyone, to probably, if you have the cash, probably try and jump in and get a Hong Kong structure as quick as you possibly can, because the rolling reserve, you can't beat that, like
mm,
5 to 8%, or with the
yeah.
payment processor and all this kind of stuff. So it's just, you're going to benefit. Just be careful of conversion fees and all that kind of stuff. And
100%. I don't recommend in the beginning straight away to set up a structure, but once the first money comes in and you have like a winning product or a winning
yeah,
store, then it's really time to make that a 10K investment or so, or sometimes a
yeah,
bit more, to set up a proper structure. Also
yeah,
to have good tax advisors, etc. Because yeah, it just helps a lot. next to that, you said like, of course, it's so important at the point where you are right now to still put in like these 12-hour days.
Yeah,
Like how important was that for you in the beginning? Because also when I look to my journey, like in the beginning, it was just, this is all I have and all I should focus on. And you can
yeah.
neglect, you can neglect school, you can neglect your friends because this is where all your energy needs to go to. How do you look to that?
So I got to a point where uh, I had to force myself to maybe set timers to go walk the dog for half an hour, or set a timer to go to the gym and all this kind of stuff. And like my girlfriend's very supportive as well, but I couldn't. Uh,
Spend some time, more time with her.
yeah, but even if we go out for dinner or something, like she knew my brain was on business and all this kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So but yeah, that's a part of strengthening yourself as well.
Mhm.
Um, so you strengthen your business and you strengthen yourself, and you just got to be strong. So
100%. And how is it now, for example, for your girlfriend, because he saw the come up with you from doing construction work and now having a great successful store? Like, how is that for her?
yeah, well, nothing's changed. She's still happy. So she was happy before, and she's still happy now. So
That's what you want. Maybe even happier now if you can
yeah,
take it to some nice dinner or nice
yeah,
for
yeah,
yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And like, if you now look to your the way how you work compared to in the beginning when you started with e-commerce, has something changed? Because in the beginning, of course, it's hustling. You do so many things your side. You have like 20 tabs open on your computer. But of course, when you start making money and it becomes more serious of a business, you know that you also need to sometimes change things the way how you do. What changes have you made since if you look back to the beginning and now?
Like specifically how I was doing
Yeah, how
things.
you operate your business, or maybe you hired some team members, or
Oh, um, to be honest, I probably just become more efficient in what I'm doing, product research, and the quality of research, and the quality of how I direct things to, say, a product lister or customer service representative, all these kind of things. At the Because when you're not really in a position where you talking to people and giving them specific tasks, and you really have to try and think. Oh, and now I'm also a teacher as well, not just a student. So, and I'm trying to get the message across. So I guess I've become more clear. And before I just mumble on quickly and I'll go on to the next thing, and not realizing that these people need time to actually understand what I'm saying. So, because then that's how mistakes happen as well. So,
yeah,
I guess
that's part of it. You need to first of all, of course, know all the tasks yourself before you can teach them properly. To think about your numbers, the customer service, your backend, your ads, etc. And then, of course, it's also teaching your people the right way how to
yeah,
do it. Especially, I think, for a lot of dropshippers because you have like a lot of junior people. For me, it's now a bit different because I hire a person because he's fucking specialized in the thing that he does, and I don't want to teach him, you know. But in the
yeah.
beginning with dropshipping, if you go, for example, for people that get paid less or are just starting out, it's a bit different. You don't have the money yet to buy like these really, really A players.
Yeah, yeah, that's right as well. But sometimes, like say with a product lister, um, I was paying her probably a bit too much, but then on the side I try to hire cheaper ones,
Mhm.
and I probably went through like three or four before I realized even though I was paying her extra, she was actually providing a lot more quality. And if I gave
Mhm.
her a limit of how many, I tell you now, she pumped out like 80 product listings in one day before, and I went through them all, and it just everything was good, and she done everything right. And some people just where I had other product listers and I was paying them $3 US, and they'll get like 10 listings done and not do what I say and all this kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, exactly. It's
I,
better to pay a little bit more of the right people. And
yeah,
if you look to your journey, and from that moment that you just told, like, okay, I had that first winning product ever after like 70 products tested, like 2 months in the program. Like, can you tell the timeline from your first winning product to the point where you are right now?
As in,
Like, okay, you will get that first product. Okay, how much sales did you did with them? Then did you get like extra winners? How did you scale up? You know.
well, yeah. So I had the first collection, and that popped, and then yeah, day after day, for some reason, every time what I did was I actually went back to the original competitor that I got
Mm-hmm.
the first collection off, and I saw his ads for another collection, and I went and grabbed that, and then he had another collection up, and I went and grabbed that, and then and then um and then I ran out from him, and then I grabbed from another competitor, and that just popped. So I was like
Mm-hmm.
probably like almost consecutive every day. There was just the next collection just clicked. So and then
Real dropshipper. So you just find the right other stores that were
yeah.
popping off.
Yeah,
You just
well, if it's gonna work once, and the guy's been testing for like had things up for a while, just why not try and grab some more, and it just
Mhm.
worked. So,
Because you were active in the Australian market or
UK, UK,
UK market. What
yeah.
was the reason you chose for that market instead of your own market?
Um, well, for one, probably VAT tax, but we call
Yeah.
it GST here. So, and also, uh, not because of that, but my coach he said we're going to the UK. So I go, all right, you're the boss. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I honestly I was at a point I don't know what I'm doing, so I just
yeah,
listen to the coach and trust him, and yeah. So
amazing. Like, how big of a part do you think the coaching was, and like how your coach helped you in your success that you have to this day?
well, yeah, that's all of it pretty much. Yeah, because like without the well, I guess it's me as well, but look, without that
Mhm.
information, yeah, So
100%.
yeah,
So was it harder or maybe easier than expected, or was it exactly like what you expected before joining Millionaire Commerce?
I just knew it was going to be. You got to be dedicated, that's for sure,
Mm,
and you can't let emotions flow in. You can't think with emotions at all because you
mm.
know if you wake up in the morning and like, oh, I'm tired, or it's
So I
dark
tested already
outside.
20 products. I'm so sad, bro. Fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, you got to just keep going and
Yeah.
yeah, and have discipline.
But
It's yeah,
yeah, 100%, bro. Did you get this discipline already from early on in your construction work or maybe early on in your life? Like, how did you get this discipline that you were also like with e-commerce? Okay, it doesn't matter if this is something I've never done before. I just need to go all in, make these 12-hour days and just make sacrifices. Where did it
yeah.
come from?
Uh, Probably upbringing,
Hmm.
definitely a childhood. Yeah,
Because how was your childhood like?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk about it,
No
but
problem.
yeah,
No
that's
problem.
not.
But, it
Yeah,
fueled you
but that's
to
if
work
you
right now.
yeah. But I'm grateful
So
for what's happened to me, and it's given me uh, the ability to keep going and have this drive and all this kind of stuff. And I've had nothing, so and time to get something. So and
yeah,
that's
bro. But that's the best mindset you could have,
yeah,
because everybody has struggles in their life. There's so many people with a hard childhood. I also had so much bad things happening to me in my life, but it's how you act to them,
yeah,
because with what you did and what also I have done is okay. All these pains that you have, just use them as fuel for growth,
100%.
instead of only thinking like, oh, why does this happening to me? I'm so sad. Thinking
Yeah,
like,
that's
okay,
a
this
shit
happened.
mentality.
The shit
Yeah,
mentality. You just
yeah,
always like, why is this
yeah,
happening for me? And yeah,
yeah,
get that hungry out of it to just crush
yeah.
it and prove people wrong.
But I used to think like that when I was like maybe 16 or 17, and then when you finally become a man and you're exposed to the
Which,
world, and then you realize it's not why is the world like this? It's like why did it do this to me? There's nothing special about you. It's what you can do for the world and the people around you, and all this kind of stuff. So And I like to say, uh, diamonds are made under pressure. So, the more pressure
Yeah.
you've had, so
Thanks, bro. It's just that switch,
yeah,
Of course, when you're young, you still think like, why is this happening to me? But that if you come to a certain age or you get mature and you have so much obstacles, once you have that switch in you, like, okay,
yeah,
I need to get a lesson out of this. So then so much growth can happen in a
yeah,
short period of time. And that's also what you, saw with your journey, like what you achieved in like 3 months in e-commerce already is really, unbelievable. And you can be proud of yourself.
yeah.
If you now look to your journey and of course the coaching, what are the things you struggled most with? Think about maybe ads or it can be
Uh,
everything.
like probably the weak points, personally, probably wrapping my head around the Facebook structure. I
Mm,
know a lot of people have trouble. So, um, with ads, the ads are explained pretty well. So I felt like, um, I got corrected a few times. I sent a Loom video to my coach about how I did the ads. He's like, "That's not how you do it," but that's this way we don't make mistakes and waste money. So, um,
Especially the structure. If you look first time in your Facebook structure, you think
oh,
it's like Chinese. What the fuck is going on?
yeah, yeah, and then I thought it was me. Maybe there was something wrong with me. I grabbed my missus to come have a look. Do you understand? And she's like, no. So, and she's good with reading and all that kind of stuff. So I was
Yeah.
like, because me, I'll just skim read and I'll try and be
Mm,
quick, and sometimes I'll miss something. But no, it's just it's very difficult. But once you got it, you got it. So
yeah. And next to that, did you do a lot of networking, maybe with other people in the Discord, talking with people, joining
oh
Q&A calls?
yeah, 100%. Q&A calls is a must, because you have your coaching call and you talk about the like real things, like the structure of what you're doing, your game plan essentially. But
Yeah.
other things, obviously you message your coach if you got any problems. But it's good to talk to other coaches on their perspective as well. And this way you're not uh, you got access to multiple minds here, so why
Mm,
not try and utilize them more? So that's helpful. And with the Discord, like there's people that I've messaged from the start, and I still message them today because they
mm.
helped me as well. And now I can return the favor. I'm more experienced, and now when they help me, I can answer some of their questions with my experiences now. So, which is a good thing to have as well. So,
Yeah, that's
and I've
amazing.
had a lot of people message me like I message those people now. So, and I like to help. So, yeah,
Yeah, bro, you need to help, because what you give now to other people is what you can get back, and the same
yeah,
people that maybe helped you in the beginning, maybe you can help them now with certain things.
yeah,
Because like e-commerce is a quite long journey, especially if you're starting out. Imagine if you, for example, not had the coaching and you needed to do everything yourself, have no people to network with, only watching YouTube videos.
yeah.
Where do you think you are standing then right now?
Uh,
If you did it all alone,
all alone.
yeah,
Oh
with no
no,
coaching,
no. It just won't happen. That's why. Yeah, I don't think,
yeah,
because I even try to like it's they tell you to like try and experiment different ways, and so I did. So I went to YouTube and I say, oh, maybe there's a different way to do product research, and just absolute just shit, like fucking shit. I was like, I was there.
yeah.
I think I just spent like I thought maybe I was like I was wording it wrong in the search engine. It was just dog shit to be honest. But
Yeah,
yeah,
because there's so many people now explaining things that not actively are doing it. And I think
yeah,
that's the difference between how we coach people and how other people coach. Also, there's the same reason all our coaches are people like you that became students and that like huge results, scaled up to millions, and then they start teaching. So they know exactly what somebody goes through, and you really need to be deep in the field,
yeah,
to get the right understanding.
yeah, hundred
So
percent.
if you now look like where you're currently standing, like what are your future plans for the rest of the year?
Future plans is well, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm doing the branded coaching now.
Yeah.
So uh, I'm just gonna see where that takes me now. So that's my next journey, and yeah, excited about that. So yeah.
And you have like certain life plans. You want to stay in Australia. You maybe want to network more with other like-minded entrepreneurs or make a move to a different country.
Look, I've thought about. I do want to leave Australia, but
Mm.
there's two issues. My grandmother, my nonna,
Yeah,
she's 87, so I like to go visit her every few days, and I have a dog as well. So um, Australian customs, I can take him overseas, but he's just not allowed back. So
yeah,
Australian
that's the hard
customs is
thing.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I also have a dog, so she's now with my parents in the Netherlands. So that's the hard thing because in
yeah,
Dubai it's very hot, and for the breed that I have, like
yeah,
French dog, it's hard.
yeah. And my 50 kilo Rottweiler doesn't like the heat. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No, maybe then in a few years, because I think for you it's the right move, because you did great result, achieving amazing things. But I think for you, if you stay in Australia, it's harder to level up, because if you don't have like a network around you of like-minded entrepreneurs, only talk maybe through calls and discords.
yeah.
Of course, you can still achieve great things, but
It's
being
good.
here makes it all easier.
Yeah, and I've had a mate that moved there as well for the same reason.
Mhm.
And my other best mate, he wants to move there as well. So yeah, so I got. I think that's why I'm lucky in a way that as well that I like to think all my friends. I've surrounded myself with the right people, and
Yeah.
they've actually told me the value of money
Mm.
as well. So and
Yeah.
they've done a lot, very good for themselves in their own way, money wise. So and yeah, so I just
Yeah, that's
appreciate
amazing.
that as well. So
We have so much successful students from Australia.
yeah,
They have the hunger in them, to go crush it.
yeah. No, Australia's
Go
going.
to Dubai now. So
Yeah.
many Australians here.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that's great. So
yeah.
yeah, okay, great, bro. So of course, you now started like your branded coaching. If you, how long did you already start with that? Like 1 month?
It's just starting now. Yeah, yeah. I'm just getting the
Okay.
gist of it now. So
Because what move do you want to make with your brand? Because of course you're now selling in the UK, a more general fashion store, right? Um,
yeah, with
so what's
it had a branded touch, but
Mhm.
branded feel, but yeah, for just the everyone says to always, you know, the idea is for longevity.
Mhm.
So instead of going up and down with the stores, you can have a consistent run. So and
Mhm.
that's I feel like that's very important to me. So and that's why I'm doing it because I've seen yeah the results and yeah keep going.
And I see you 100% scaling to those 1 million numbers maybe before the end of the year. Still,
Yeah,
it's
I think so.
possible.
Yeah.
And how you want to scale right now? You want to keep scaling with the same store, or you want to scale horizontally and get like multiple local stores, or you think like, okay, one store and I want to build out that store with more products.
Well, I'll see. At the moment, my main focus is just the one branded store, and then we'll see expanding on the general. Because if I'm focusing, I want to focus on the one thing and get it right. So
Yeah,
yeah, because
nice. And if you now look back, what are you most proud of what you have achieved?
uh, pride is a sin. So
You don't want to be proud.
no, it's a sin. I'm happy about the
You're
things
of
that I've
course happy, but always think like, what's next?
achieved. Yeah,
That's
I,
good,
I,
but it's also good to stand still, with the things you achieve and look
yeah,
back where, for example, we're standing 6 months ago or 1 year ago. I do
yeah,
the same thing.
yeah, 100%.
Okay, great, bro. So yeah, thank you for the interview.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish you like all the best, and I hope to see you also. This November on our mastermind in Dubai. I think it's the right place for you to be to network with me and others, you know.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it a lot. And yeah, for the people that don't know you, where can they find you?
Email. Sorry. On
Maybe
Discord.
Instagram or this in the Discord.
Instagram is Sam_Gallo and one.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the interview and yeah, wish you all the best.
Thank you. Ciao.